planting these seeds so that when we arrive at episode 4, it makes perfect sense. Because there's enough laid out in the edit to latch onto that could be like, oh yeah, look at that. Even if you kind of predict it, it's still, I find, satisfying because the crumbs are there for you to find.
Saw the inside of a really boring apartment.
So you live by yourself?
Yeah. I was watching some nature show on TV, wearing sweatpants and a t-shirt.
That early run was like planting these seeds so that when we arrive at episode 4, it isn't just a like gotcha, like surprise moment. It was kind of rooted in a lot that when you look back makes perfect sense. It's kind of just like, okay, if it's just like a sudden surprise. But if you have enough of these moments where you feel like you should have picked up on these things, then it's a much more satisfying reveal when we get to episode 4. On the flip side, when people are watching episode 1 or 2 at whatever point, even if they pick up on the fact that Helly might be Helena, that even that is still satisfying because there's enough laid out in the edit to latch onto that could be like, oh yeah, look at that. That like, even if you kind of predict it, it's still, I find, satisfying because the crumbs are there for you to find.
And then what?
Then I went outside and found a guy. He looked like a gardener. Told him everything. I think he kind of thought it was bullshit, but he said that his brother was a cop and that he would tell him everything. I don't know. Sorry, guys. I really tried.
This scene was actually shot both ways. This was shot as this wraparound, which is a very like shift in rhythm and shooting style that sort of signifies we're entering this new space, this new idea. Like she is lying and the music kicks in. We did have this covered in the traditional way, which is the rest of the scene. And that was sort of like a safety of like, if it felt too overt to go into this like creeping around with musical tone, then we could fall back on the like just standard over the shoulder coverage. But we never really went with that because like, it just felt like you needed, first of all, it's a beautiful shot, like wrapping around, but it also just has this like lean in quality of like, oh, she's lying. Why is she lying? And the shooting in this style kind of like allows you to sort of see that this is a moment that you should be thinking about.
A gardener?
Yeah.
A night gardener?
I think so. Maybe he has a different job during the day.